Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is December, the first Thursday of December, the final month of Jank Fest 2024. It's not officially called that, but I needed something because I started saying that. Anyway, it is Jank Pack Thursday. Last week was Janksgiving, and it was quite the fun celebration. Now let's see what the universe has in store. The ads are going to be there, and I guess that's just it is what it is, unfortunately. So we're going to spin, and I'm going to start talking about the history of the day a little early before we spin the wheel because it's a long one, but it's an interesting one. At 2:10 p.m. on December the 5th, which is today, 1945, five U.S. Navy Avenger torpedo bombers that comprised the squadron Flight 19 took off from the Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station on a routine 3-hour training mission. After the mission was completed, they were supposed to turn east for 67 miles, north for 73 miles, and then return to Fort Lauderdale. However, 2 hours into the flight, the squadron leader reported that both his compass and backup compass, I think you're seeing where this is going now, had failed, and the position was, for lack of a better term, completely unknown. So other planes reported the same thing. And the last transmission they had was a little over 4 hours later, 6:20 p.m. A distorted transmission, excuse me, coming from squadron leader saying for the entire squad to get ready to ditch the aircraft because of a lack of fuel. And yes, they were flying over the Bermuda Triangle. And coming up on Jank Pack Thursday, a pack of New Kids on the Block cards coming from Milo. I can't remember what series it is. Not that I could even tell the difference, but join me at the table in just a moment. And over at the table we're going to be hunting for the pack of New Kids on the Block that came from Milo at Trading Cards. Milo is a fantastic individual, by the way. It should be in a wax pack, so kind of like this Dick Tracy thing here, but it'll be in something like that. Oh, TC, that's Milo. And there we go. Excuse me, New Kids on the Block. Up there you go. We got new picks, second series, 8 super gloss photo cards, 1 sticker, no gum. That's music to these ears right here. This is going to be fun. I like that, and I am still looking into TTMing, members of the New Kids on the Block. Just because of the random factor. So off there, we're going to, excuse me. Man, I am dying on something. We're just going to start with the cards. We'll do the sticker last. And I'm not going to know any name. That, I think, is that Joey McIntyre? No? Danny. No, I'm awful at the universe. Streetwise, take it from Danny. The streets are tough. I used to be kind of a street kid, but I learned the dangers about living on the streets really early on. He doesn't mention what street, though, does he, folks? There we go, the Wahlberg, the other Wahlberg. Donnie's wish. Donnie looks forward to the day when this country lives up to its reputation. Everyone's not free until they can all get along. Well, there we go. Answer to Super Quiz. Jordan prefers brunettes and loves girls with a good sense of humor. I mean, that's kind of a blanket statement. Take a bow with the Beetlejuice jacket. Quiz, there we go. And that was 30. Okay, so which new kid has had a doll modeled in his likeness? See the answer in the next exciting New Kids card. Isn't that all of them? I thought all of them did at one point. I don't know, New Kids fans, let me know down below. For a second, I thought they were on a hockey rink, which would have just been absolutely entertaining. Hard workers. Danny remembers hard times. We had to give up a lot of our personal time to rehearse, but it was worth it. That's the thing. What do they say? You get out what you put in. What is it, the old 20,000 hours or whatever? Beetlejuice. Not going 3. Although, that might get Michael Keaton to show up at the house. How well do you know the New Kids? New Kids on the Block quiz. What name did Donnie make up for Joey McIntyre? I got nothing. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'm curious. Although we may run across this, the answer to that. I think we have another pack or 2 of New Kids cards. That looks like the photo you would go to, like, the like the photography studios, that looks like one of the demo photos. Do good. Joe is impressed by people who like to help others. Well, hopefully I help somebody have a better day with that joke, so I think it's a win all around. What in the world of all that is holy or unholy? I don't even know what pattern that is. Like, is that a pattern? Like, it's moving. I gotta stop. I'm losing myself to that. Jordan is sometimes told he looks like a singing sensation from the 50s. Who is it? If I looked at Jordan, I could probably tell you which one. Jordan hopes to get in on the behind-the-scenes action in the music business someday. What is that? Somebody, that pattern is... It's upsetting me for various reasons. The final card and then the sticker. There we go. That's 1980s in a shot. Keep your head. Fame can be exhausting, says Jonathan. You don't know where fantasy ends and reality begins. Sometimes you just want to be a regular kid. Well, as one of the first, the pioneers of like kind of the boy band thing, I can't imagine. Here's our sticker. It is Jordan. Was he the one that was the 50s thing? Anybody? What 50s singer does he look like? I'm not seeing it. But sleeve up them dogs there, fella. This stuff is just I love it. I love the randomness of it. I love the even stuff that I really like from back then. It's like, it's so amazing. You look at it now and you kind of like, it's like older movies. Sometimes you look back at them and go, oh man, I can't believe I used to like that. But the excitement of just being able to sit down and open something new, especially something new like that, it's just awesome to me. That I really truly hope that no matter what anybody takes out of Jank Pack Thursday, I hope that's what comes across as just the utter fun and the utter randomness of what we're going to see for 15-20 minutes. And now, shout-out time. We have the man, the myth, the voice, the man with a great collection, Sensei Domino 15. Tony is at 675 subscribers, very close to 700. We need to help get him to that mark and beyond. He's doing a lot of, he's showing off complete sets of stuff. Actually, there you go. That's a great segue without me even realizing it. He's doing all the sets that we remember from our youth back in the 80s that, kids today would look at and kind of turn their nose up at it. Like, what was it, 85? Great, now I'm blanking on it. The Donruss, the Blue Stripe Donruss, 85, 86 Donruss. I think it may have been 85. But, like, kids today would look at that and be like, oh, it's not, shiny and numbered and all that, but man, there's the beauty in simplicity, and that's what we get there. Plus, he just picked himself up one monster grail of a card in his last video, so make sure to go check out Tony, and a great TTMer and on the TTM stream, but is the busy time of the year for the working, so unfortunately, he'll be back. He will be back. Rest assured, Tony will be back. And now we go to the Hunt Pack. I'm all discombobulated today, and I don't know why. Probably because there's snow on the ground, and yet you can see the sun coming in. It's like, if you didn't see the snow, it's one of these deceptive days. I'm going to ramble for a second. I was talking to my mom about it the other day, and she asked how the weather was, and it was a deceptive day. If you looked out the window, just looked out the window, there was no snow anywhere. There is now, but there wasn't then. And it was just bright, sunny, clear blue sky, slight breeze. You would think, oh man, it's a nice day outside. But then you would walk outside, and since it was 29 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about, -2, -3 Celsius, the weather lies. And now onto the Hunt Pack. Oh, it's perfect for this weather. Duskmourn, House of Horror, and I have the checklist. We're still going for the horror movie and TV show references. I love this stuff. I really do. This is a fun set. I know Julie Farnham just opened up some of it recently, and I can't get enough of it. I'm glad I have a lot of it. So we're looking for That and just some cool, creepy stuff just like this. Hi, friend. Who are you? Damnation by Masahiro Ito. What's upside down? God, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. We have a foil of the Growing Dread. I'm sorry, I can't read. Nice foil. We've got a basic plains, or basic land of plains, and again, Julie and I have talked about this. What's plains about that? Yeah, it's beautiful, and I love the piano, but not very plainsy. We've got another land. Here's our rare, the Flood Farm Verge, and I love the... okay, so what do we got here? I don't know what that... I don't think that's one of the reference ones, but it's beautiful looking. Under the Skin, I think that may have been one. No, it wasn't. I thought it was, but it is a sweet-looking card. We've got Keys to the House. Anybody ever have one of those big iron key rings? I've secretly always kind of wanted. That's horror. That's horror. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like the split skin dead at all. That's going face down somewhere else, and I know who's getting that in the mail in the future. That made my skin crawl. Skull Snap Nuisance. I'm completely thrown off after that. That hurt my soul. Appendage Amalgam, I'm sorry. Cryptid Inspector. We've got a room, and I'm going to break down the room mechanics in a future video. We've got the Derelict Attic and the Widow's Walk, and then on the back, the other one, the Meat Locker and the Drowned Diner. You can cast one and then turn it into the other, or you can cast it immediately. But like I said, I'll break into that in a random Monday video. Most Valuable Slayer. Yep. Let's go. We've got Acrobatic Cheerleader. How is that a horror thing? Was that one of them? No, unfortunately it wasn't. And the final one, a very old card, but with a really cool new skin. It is Murder. Let me pause for 1 second and see if I actually needed any of these. Be right back. Okay, we are back, and I actually did get one that I had on my list. The Skull Snap Nuisance. I didn't put it together at the time because of that horrifying abomination that, is still here. You see? I'll slide it into view. Maybe. See, there it is. It's over here now. I don't want it. I don't want it in my life. No, thank you. Please and no thank you. But anyway, that's going to do it for Jank Pack Thursday. This is a weird one, and I apologize, but must be all the coffee I've been having. Segue and callback. But that's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining me. Shout out once again to Tony, Sensei Domino, 675 subs. Link to him down below. Please sub him up, and if you already are, which most likely you are if you're here, tell a couple friends because he is well deserving of 700 plus. And big shout out to Milo once again for the pack of New Kids on the Block cards. Always fun and always good when I get to talk about Milo because, like I say, Milo is good people. And that's going to do it. Hopefully you have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, and I did make a note, so I didn't forget. So I'm actually kind of glad this episode is going a little shorter. Down below in the description, there is all kinds of links to all sorts of great shows. A lot of people are doing a lot of cool stuff, and I figured, you know what? Let's start our weekend early. Let's start it on Thursday. So coming up after this at 8 o'clock p.m., the Autograph Fisherman John Burgess will have his premiere of Remember That Show. He did Mr. Rogers last week, and that was a fun look back into the past. So, and because he's from north of the border, I think I'm going to get a lot of stuff that I may never have seen, like the raccoons from week 1. But check out the links down below. Make sure to stop in and say hi to all the various shows that are going on. Be good to one another. Have a great weekend. And we will see you next time.